Alright, so here we're going to show you how to book an appointment on the Elevate app. So I'm going to go to the 16th because that's the date that I want to book. I'm going to go to the calendar that I want to book on, which is under Patricia. This is the easiest way to book. There is an option where you can sort of tap the plus button on the top right and book an appointment, but that's kind of the long way. If you already know who you want to book in with and the date you want to book in, it's just easier to navigate there on the calendar and then book directly from the calendar. So I'm going to book from 9:45. I'm going to tap that 9:45 slot. I'm going to hit book an appointment. I'm going to search for the client. So I'm going to search for myself here. And I then have to choose from the category. So I want a remedial massage. Then I tap next. I then want a 30-minute remedial from the list there. So I'll tap the 30-minute. And the next screen that pops up, it shows you the date that you've chosen. And you can see there, it gives you a list of what looks like random times. But if you scroll all the way down, you'll see that the time slot that you select on the calendar is highlighted in blue, which means you know that you've booked the right, it's recorded the right time. So once you've validated that, then hit next. In this case, I know who I'm going to pick because I've already picked on that calendar, so I don't need to worry about choosing a gender or a no preference. So I just continue with next. It tells me who's available on the day, and I just hit Patricia because that's who I want to book with. I go next, and then I select one of the 3 rooms. It doesn't matter which one. Obviously, if there's 2 rooms, then you only have to select one of 2. But this just tells you how many rooms are available, and you just have to pick one. Then I hit next. And then the next screen asks me whether I want to book unpaid. That is, I don't have the client with me. The client doesn't give me authorization to pay for the appointment using their card details. So I will just tap book unpaid and then next step. And then it gives me a confirmation and I hit complete. If I hit complete, it then just records the appointment on the calendar and that's it. I'll go back to the calendar. Now I'm going to go back to show you what the book and pay would look like. So if I want to book and pay for the client, I tap that option. I hit next, go to the checkout screen, confirm that all the numbers are right. Then I hit checkout. And then I choose from my payment methods. So there's 6 payment methods that are available. We'll only ever use one of 5. We'll never use check because we just don't accept checks. The most common one we will use is a Suncorp terminal. That's obviously when we're putting through to purchases via the Suncorp terminal, whether they're health fund purchases or not. The next one is the most common one is going to be cash. That's fairly straightforward. And then gift cards. Obviously, if you do a gift card payment, you just want to enter the gift card number there. Now, I have transferred the active gift cards from Acuity to Wellness Living, and I have successfully recorded one, but it sounds like some people are having problems with those, so I'm looking into those at the moment. But any new gift cards purchased under Wellness Living will appear here and won't have any problems. So let's have a look at the cash. So with cash, it's obviously you've got your payment amount there. It asks you to enter the amount of cash that you got. Obviously, if you got more cash than the payment amount, it will then calculate the change for you. A good feature of this is that if you do a situation where you've charged a client, the client's given you more than we have change for, excuse me, you've got 2 options. You can either apply that outstanding balance to the client's account, or you can set a task for someone to give that client the remaining change next time they see them. How you do either of those I'll show you in another video, but they're good features to have. So in this case, the client's given us 65 cash. We can see there's no change due, and we complete. Now you'll see down the bottom there above complete, there's the ability to split the payment. Try and avoid that, I think, as much as possible. But obviously, if a client wants to pay half in cash and half in card, then you will have to do so. So the way to do that is, let's go back to checkout again, is you select the option that the client wants to pay for, and then you say for instance they want to pay cash and they want to pay $40 in cash, so you put $40 there. And then you'd hit split payment, and then you do the rest in Suncorp Terminal. So now you've got two payment sections there, and you can see the rest is $32.50, and the amount, let's change that to $32.50 for cash, because they want to split half and half, and the change due is $0, right? So now, when you're making a payment via the Suncorp terminal, you'll see that there's a transaction number required there. So if you look at your Suncorp terminal receipt, not the health fund receipt, but the other one, if you look under where it says merchant receipt, there are 3 lines. On the third line, there's batch, and then there's INV. You want to record the INV number there, which is a 6-digit number generally starting in 00. The one that I'm looking at is 005457, so that's how you would enter that there. And then once you've completed your payment, whether it's split payment, single payment, gift card, or whatever it is, you just hit that complete button. Once you've hit that complete button, it'll give you the option to email email a receipt to the client. So I'm just going to give you that as a demo. So I'm going to just pay by cash this time, the full amount, $65. I'm going to hit complete, and you can see there the option says purchase completed successfully. I've got the email option to email the receipt or no receipt, and I'm just going to hit no receipt, and that's it. I can go back to my calendar, check the 16th, go to 9 a.m. Oh, and I've already booked 2 appointments there, so obviously you don't want to do that. So that's how you book an appointment in Wellness Living via the Elevate app. Thank you.